What is up, guys? So I am back with another video. So this video is about the time that I almost gave up on myself. I did mention this in my last video. It was like that when I watched the video that inspired me to keep going. I almost gave up on myself one time because it was a pretty long story, but I guess I'm gonna mention this or make a video about the time that I almost gave up on myself. And here we are. So before we get into this, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. It would really mean a lot to me, and of course, I would appreciate it. And now, let's get on the video. So, the story began when we were finished our examination. And then our teacher announced that our school is finished because we finished the final examination that we needed to in order to finish what we have started. We were so proud of our achievements, and well, I could say that I am also proud of me and my friends. It was the happiest day of our life, getting to the point after all the hard work that we've done in all those months. And then our teacher announced what we are going to do after we finished everything in our school. Our teacher or advisor told us that we needed to record ourselves singing because we were going to do a video concept, a music video concept that we are going to be presenting in our graduation. I know, we are going to get graduated and we are going to become senior high schools for 2 years. It feels like this ain't no dream no more. And it was so amazing that we are gonna be senior highs, and then after for 2 years we're gonna go to college. You know, I know that I'm gonna miss my friends for after 2 years because some of them are gonna be studying college in a different school, or should I say different schools, of course. So after our teacher told us that we needed to record ourselves because we were going to do a music video concept, she also told us that, well, there are 10 students who are gonna be joining a role play, which I was really expecting to be in. So after a few days, I rested, and then until finally, recorded myself singing the songs, the part of the songs, which is, verse 1, chorus, and then, of course, like, verse 2. And then I was happy that I was able to finish what I needed to finish, and I hope that our other students or other friends will be able to finish what they need to. But then, as time passed, I was able to rest, and then I figured out that only a little tiny percent of our students or friends have passed what they needed to pass, and most of the students haven't passed what they needed at all. And that worried me because if they hadn't passed what they needed to pass, then they wouldn't be in the song because it is required for all of us to be in the song. And then my teacher and my friend told us that only 10 students are gonna be joining the role play. And I really thought that was us, because all of us, because it would be a lot of fun if all of us came, but then unfortunately our teacher told us that only 10 is only really allowed. So I waited for a few days, and I was expecting to join the role play by then. And then as time passed, I guess I haven't even received any text messages or anything from my friends. And I guess that's okay for me because I know that this is for a reason why they hadn't told me earlier yet. Because I guess I know that they are doing something, and because that they are waiting for other classmates to pass, and then that is like that. And it is like that, I mean. And then my friend announced to us that the role play will be on May 5. Then it was like the last month before May. It was like, I don't know, April 26th, I guess, or if I had to figure it out, I don't know. And so I think I waited. I have more days of waiting, and then still I haven't received any text messages or phone calls from my friends. But then I checked the drive, our drive, then still all just least percentage of our students have passed. Then May came, and then I was a little bit worried that I am not gonna be a part of the role play, and then and I didn't worry after that because I know that they are gonna be planning the roles now, and then I don't know, and then our advisor announced that well, there will be a pre-recording for us, and then because she told me that I was in the top three, because top one to top four students are gonna be joining the pre-recording, and I was happy to get top three, and then I'm gonna be with three of my friends in the pre-recording, and then May 4 came, and I was really expecting to receive a phone call or message from my friends. And then when May 5 came, I guess I realized that I wasn't gonna be joining the role play. So I told my friend, who's a girl, to see if who is gonna be joining the role play, the shooting of the role play. And then she told me that I wasn't gonna join because she texted all of the names who are gonna be joining the role play, and then I didn't see my name on it, so I was just shocked. I was I was affected. I was depressed. I felt like I was worthless. And then I just said something about myself that all my hard work was not meant for nothing. But then everything changed. Everything just changed. And then I told myself that all my hard work was all for nothing. So I had a pain that I couldn't banish for like hours because I couldn't accept that I was in the role play, because the worst part about this is I couldn't hang out with my friends. That opportunity that I had to hang out with my friends again, and that blew it. That blew it to shreds. That blew it. That buried it to the ground. I'm sorry if I'm getting a little bit emotional, because if I remember this, it's like I'm holding myself back. Then I wanted to go out to a restaurant and to a mall. Then I asked one of my relatives to come with me. So one of my relatives came with me and then roamed around the mall. And then we went to a restaurant. And then I told her what was my problem. And then my problem was I wasn't able to join the role play, and it kind of upsetted me because I have waited for a long time for this, and then somehow it didn't even happen. And then my relative told me that it's okay because it's like it's happening for a reason. And I was telling myself that, what reason? I mean, I had all the opportunities to do what is right, to help everyone closest to me. And then the pain still gave in, but somehow I understood what she meant and what she was saying to me. But then I still held this pain for like a day. And then the next day came. Then my grandma told me what was happening, or how am I feeling. And then she figured out when I told her. So she's calling my math teacher. Then my math teacher came to talk to me, and then he told me what was happening. And then my math teacher, then I told her, sorry. And then I told him that um, I thought I wasn't a part of the graduation because the graduation is like a biggest part our of our school because all the achievements, all the hard work, and we managed to get to this end point, and then somehow I felt nothing but pain. Then I told him that I wasn't joining in the role play, so that's why I felt that way. Then my math teacher told me that it's okay if you weren't chosen, but let's be honest, let's look at the bright side. And then my math teacher was right. He he said his wisdom of words also helped me, and I should see the bright side. Even though I failed or didn't fail, I guess I had all those achievements all my life and all those months, I mean. And then I guess it managed to diminish 25% of the pain, and yeah, I remembered all those words that he said to me. And then came the day of the and then after like a few days of waiting, came the day of the pre-recording. And then I met three of my friends there. And then I met our advisor. And then I told her about the role play. But before I told her that, I told my friend about the role play, who was a girl. And then I told my advisor that I wasn't a part of this and I felt like I was just nothing but a pawn. So my advisor told me that don't think like that because it's not true and you're the only one who is thinking like that. And she was right because I was the one thinking from of my pain and still it has given me difficulties, but yeah, and it diminished another 25% of the pain. And then we recorded ourselves saying our lines and then time lapse. We have finished. We have everything that we need. We completed our requirements and then off we go on our homes. Why am I so slow? And then I told my and then I decided to chat one of my friends. At sinabi ko para sa kanila kung gusto ba nila lumabas and if they wanted to hang out like that. And then I realized that they were busy, so I completely understood that as a friend, bilang kaibigan, kasi I know that marami silang struggles ngayon. And then my friend approached to me, and then he told me that we were we were gonna watch Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which cheered me up because I had finally the opportunity to hang out with my friends because friends is like a symbol, one of our symbols for for something good, or so I thought. And then after my relief, my friend told me that we needed to pay his father in order to pay for the tickets that we needed to watch the movie. Then I told my dad to like pay for the ticket, and then he did. Then I asked permission to him about going out on a mall to watch the movie together. Then a few days came by, and then finally, the day that we watched Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. Yes, I know, it's not a dream anymore. Because sometimes you dream of going to the movies, but at the end of the day, sometimes you can make it to your own destination. And then I bring one of my relatives with me to a mall that we are going to watch the movie in. And then after we went inside, we we split. And then I found what five of my friends upstairs on the third floor. And then I said hi to them and I questioned them how long have they been here because I didn't expect for them to be here to be in the mall early. And then they told me that they were like in here in like the time of breakfast or something like that. And then we had to wait for someone we had to wait for a friend who has our tickets because you can't enter a movie without tickets, right? And then we roamed around the mall, and then brought food with us so we don't starve when we are watching the movie because our schedule was like 11:30, and then we had to eat our lunch there so that we don't spend so much money, or I don't know, so we don't, starve so much. Then after we bought all of our food on and all the food that we wanted, we we were like 10 minutes late to go inside the movie, and then finally we went in, and I don't want to spoil anything. And then time lapse 2 hours and 28 minutes after we watched the movie, I had to wash my hands because we touched we touched our food, and it was like it was like it like stick to our hands. So after that, we roamed around the mall again, and then time lapse, I guess. My friend had his braces removed, so he had to go to a place where he can fix his braces, and he repair it and stick it back together again. And then time lapse again, roam around Harbor Point, something like that. Parang ganon. And then we went to an arcade, which is a lot of fun to go into. And then I realized that I was the only one who brought a card for the arcade. So I gave them slots so that they can play whatever they wanted. And then time lapse again. We inserted the tickets that we have gotten, and then my friends told me to swipe my card so I can accept the tickets that they had won. And then I guess another bit of a time lapse. Then finally after that we roamed around Harbor Point, and then we said goodbye to five of our friends, and then my friend who had bought our tickets came with me, and then decided to walk around and find the spots so that we can wait somewhere into. And then after we found the spot, I told my friend about the role play, and then I guess you could say I said and told him how I felt. And then he told me what I needed to hear. He told me the truth. The truth was I was meant to be selected, which shocked me very well because I didn't know that I was meant to be selected, and I guess I really thought that I wasn't good enough. Well, I guess I could say I deceived myself like a personal snake or something. I can't believe I thought of that because I didn't know that my friends were gonna select me because I thought I wasn't good enough even though my efforts, but then I found out I was wrong. And then my friend told me the reason why I hadn't been selected is because that they were running out of time. Right, they were running out of time to edit what they needed to edit, and then our teacher, was telling them to hurry up, so they had to change their options and then select someone who is near a place, something like that, who is near a zone. So I guess that's the reason why they couldn't choose me, and I completely understood that. It's because many people struggle in life, but they can find a way to remove the struggles that they are feeling. And I understand that as a friend. Well, I guess as a family because, we've been like a family from the start. From the start of our high school, something like that. So, I guess I needed to hear that truth because I didn't know what to do when, when I didn't or I was so glad that I told my friend about that because he comforted me when I was like feeling down, And not only not only did my friend comforted me, but my math and advisor comforted me. So and also my family who tried their efforts to comfort me. And I was really appreciative for that, because like I didn't know what to do in the start, but now I found a solution, something that would cure my pain and take all the depression away. And my friend told me that whenever you're feeling down, just ask me for help. The same thing was said by my advisor, and of course, and or my English teacher, who really taught us good, and also my math teacher, who taught us pretty good despite our hard understanding. We were able to bypass what we needed to bypass. And then after that, we went down, and then I finally found my relative who was gonna wait for me, and then like we we part ways. We like said goodbye to each other, and then I ended up going out of the mall and then going straight home. Well, I guess you could say that don't ever tell yourself that you can't do it, because if you tell yourself that, you will only have more difficulties and you can't find a way to help yourself. Well, I guess I learned that lesson, because I guess I wanted to spread it to you guys, because I didn't want you to end up like me, because I know you guys deserve better than me. Something big, like I am trying to effort me, but I know you deserve better than me. So I guess this marks the end of the video. I guess I want to thank everyone for listening, and then please be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Again, it would really help me out a lot, and of course I would really appreciate it. And of course, thank you for watching the video. I hope you had a great time watching this. I'll see you in the next video.